What up though, this your boy DOC, and y'all seen the other day that I dropped a diss track from Gonzoe of Caution towards Wack100. He had some harsh words that he wanted to get directly to Wack100, so I went ahead and got in contact with him so we could do an interview. We discussed everything from, you know, how he knows Tupac, his relationship with Tupac, his relationship with Wack100, what started to beef, how he felt about the game, you know, about the whole Treach situation, even everything about the Booyah Tribe, everything. We talk about a lot in this interview, so go ahead and stay tuned and check it out. Peace. Well, what up, though? This your boy DOC, and I got Gonzoe on the line. If you want to go ahead and introduce yourself, you know, as far as what part of California you rap, homie?
Man, I represent the Crenshaw district, man. You know what I mean? That's where, you know, nigga was born and raised.
DocHicksTv.
The west side of Los Angeles.
Okay. So I seen in one of your videos that you put up that you said that you had previously did some songs with Pac. Like, what was your actual relationship like with Pac?
Well, I mean, Pac, he was just getting out of jail. He signed a death row, obviously. My group Caution at the time was still to this day, my group Caution was signed to Nightlife Management, which Suge's wife at the time, Sharitha, owned it, you know what I mean? But of course, it was his company as well, you know what I mean? Mm. All death row artists going through there through her management company. So a few acts that wasn't on death row, like myself and DJ Quick, and I think that's about it. Myself and us and DJ Quick, we had went on the All Eyes on Me tour when Pac got out of jail. Mm. So we met Pac in the airport about 8:30 in the morning. You know what I mean? And the nigga just sat a nigga down immediately, and you know, start breaking the shit down, you know what I mean? And as the tour progressed, I just found myself and him conversating more, him just giving me more game, him telling me how much he respected, you know, the contribution that my group had put down with our album that we had just put out. And, you know what I mean? He was listening to our shit in jail and, you know, just a lot of respect. And, you know, at the time I was a young nigga, so Pac was an older nigga than me, you feel me? And I had already looked up to him, you know, even though I was signed to Ice Cube. Pac was still like my favorite rapper, you know what I mean? Just because of just, you know, the shit that the nigga was on at the time. I was on that type shit. So, you know, we met the nigga and you know, we just hit it off, you feel me? And he just put a nigga in the right position and brought me around things that I wasn't used to, you feel me? Because, you know, Ice Cube ran his camp completely different than how shit was being ran over there at Death Row, you know what I mean? Yeah. So we just found ourselves spending a lot of time with Death Row artists, and me, I was, you know, at the Outlaw spot a lot, you know what I mean? Before them niggas got a house, they were staying in the Oakwoods, and Pac was even standing there for a minute. He had like 8 joints in the Oakwoods. If niggas don't know what the Oakwoods is, these, you know, like, it's a spot in the hills next to Universal Studios to where all the actors stay when they come in town, all the musicians when they come in town. Like some real secluded shit. It's actually the place where Rick James died at. Mm. But, you know, nigga was just over there every day, and just throughout that, you know, it just created a bond to where, you know what I mean, it was just some special shit going on to where I was just always around these niggas. And, you know, just some organic shit. That's how it happened. Right,
right. So how did you, like, first become aware, you know, of what Wack100 and Funk Flex was saying? Do you have like any relationship with Wack100 outside of this particular situation right here, or is this like your first time really having anything to do with him? You feel me?
Well, as niggas know, previously, you know, with the regime, we had some words with the game or whatever, and that shit was squashed. And then as that was squashed, you know, we said that, you know, niggas wasn't finna say nothing about each other. You go your way, we go our way. And that was pretty much that in terms of me and him, just on some LA shit. It's small, you know what I mean? And with all due respect to other rapper niggas, my situation's a little bit different, you know what I mean? I'm not playing with niggas out here at all. Feel me? I ain't talking loud. I'm not the toughest nigga. Feel me? You know, a nigga done lost some squabbles. I done won a gang of them, but the most important thing, I'm coming up to you know, get down every time. Period, point blank. No ifs, ands, or buts. So with that being said, you know what I mean? It's like a problem with me to escalate really quickly, just like I would think, you know, the next nigga. I don't play with niggas. You feel me? I give the next nigga the same respect as I deserve. I'm not around here rolling with 50 niggas, trying to intimidate niggas, poking niggas in their forehead, none of that. Because I expect a nigga to get down how I'm going to get down. So I pretty much mind my fucking business, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So with the Wack shit, you know what I mean, Game had said something on his album. I interpreted it as him directing it as at me, because he said Gonzoe. So immediately, the person I am, we had an understanding. I thought that was broken, so I said something about it. Well, Game at the time, and probably still now, he had people over there that I know, that I fuck with, you know what I mean, that's connected to my side of things, that was like, yo, this nigga said he wasn't talking about you, you feel me? So at that point, it's a wash. You feel me? Niggas is handling business. I fuck with this nigga. I fuck with you. You know what I mean? So let that shit go. And out of respect for my big homie and what he said, and out of respect for this nigga saying he didn't say it, I let it go. You feel me? And chalked it up as a misunderstanding. Because that's what it was. If a nigga say he didn't say it, what I'ma just keep saying, nigga, you did. Feel me? And I'm not a nigga that's finna bicker with a nigga. You feel me? Because like I said, shit can get out of hand. So I let that go. In the meantime, Wack calls my phone. And, you know, on some shit, he say that I know the nigga from when I was younger. I don't remember the nigga. You feel me? I definitely don't remember him in the death row days. Like, he was not around whatso fucking ever. I never seen that nigga before in my fucking life. And, you know what I mean? I don't remember the nigga. But it's speculation that he was around when I was younger, like on some baseball shit or some dumb shit. I don't even know. I don't even remember that. You know what I mean? But motherfuckers around is on some nigga. You don't remember? I'm like, no, I don't remember the nigga. Feel me? And I definitely don't remember the nigga from around Pac, around Suge, around no Compton niggas that I know. Not around that time. Or none of that. You feel me? The only thing I know about him is popping up as the Game's manager, which I don't even know how true that is, because a nigga that's with that mentality and the Game is one of the most, you know, he sells hella records. That nigga's one of the biggest artists in the world. So I'm not really making the intelligence connection there with, you know, all the recent situation with Wack and just being so boisterous on some ignorant shit. When Game got Pac tattooed on his arm,
right? I'm
just confused with that whole shit. You know what I mean? It's just weird to me. But again, minding my business. Whatever he chooses to do, that's on him. I'm just confused, and I really can't confirm that he's that man's manager. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if that's even the case. You feel me?
Right.
I don't even know if that's true. All I know is the nigga hangs around Game and, you know, always running his mouth. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it, bro. Like, I don't get it.
Right.
All my niggas is solid. Right. And just to have a nigga like that around would be annoying. Right. Or some good shit. You feel me? So I don't know what the fuck's going on.
So what?
But he popped up. He He knocked the white boy out, stitches, and you know, that's the first time I really got wind of him, and you know what I mean, and heard his name on the platform.
Right, right. So what was like your drawing point in this situation as of recently with Wack talking about, or even with Funk Flex? I know on the song you was like, Funk Flex, we address you later because there's some street shit. What was like your drawing point? Like, fuck it, I gotta speak up on this situation.
Well, I spoke up when he first did it. Mm-hmm. I was the first nigga to speak up. Mm-hmm. If you go check his page, I was the first nigga to speak up when he first started smutting this nigga Pac. You know what I mean? Before he got on the Feeny, when he just was on this, you know, just lightly dissing Pac, one of my partners called me and put me up on the shit. I went on the nigga page and read the shit and immediately got on the nigga bumper. And, you know, he threatened the nigga. Nigga, I remember, you don't, I mean, he's just a weirdo, my nigga. You know what I mean? I got on the nigga bumper. He blocked me. When he blocked me, the outlaw niggas, my nigga Noble, somehow, no, before, let me get this shit right for you, because I want niggas to really understand where the black and the gray area is with this shit.
Right.
Before I got on the nigga Wack head, and this is where the little misunderstanding came from, where the nigga Noble came on my page when I posted the video, and he thought I was talking about the outlaws. I wasn't. But I could understand where the guilt is coming from, or why he would think that, because I told these niggas before I even said something to Wack. Like, did you see this nigga? Because they putting the movie out. They got the budget. I just got the niggas in the streets. But if you really want some shit handled, without nobody knowing, I figured, damn, with all due respect to Pac, niggas got the resources, and that would have been a drop in the bucket.
Right.
A phone call. Bloop. But no, niggas was on some other shit. You feel me? And was told me to stand down and blah, 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 blah. I didn't listen. I went at the nigga head. You feel me? And the next phone call was, you know, guys, you know, Pac got the movie coming out. He the greatest of all times. Niggas been talking shit for 20 years. If you respond to everything, niggas will be... I was like, yeah, whatever. At that point, because I already had said what I said, and the nigga had blocked me. You feel me? But however a nigga personally could justify how he reacts to some shit about Tupac, and you was around this nigga every day, you still getting money off this nigga every day, and you could go to sleep with knowing that this nigga would not have to handle that situation how you trying to peacefully handle it, then so be it. So be it. If that's you. But me personally, I gotta live with myself. I gotta go to sleep with Gonzoe every night. You dig? Right. So I knew that shit would bother me if I just let some random nigga who somehow got a platform and is connected to niggas who now the public is gonna listen. If it would have been anybody else that had no platform, nigga would have ignored them. But somehow, for some weird fucking reason, this nigga who has a platform through, I don't know how, I don't know who the fuck gave this nigga a platform, or who's, you know, saying, you know, that this nigga's on their team, campaigning for this nigga, you know what I mean? And basically condoning what this nigga's saying. I don't know who these people are. Right. But about Tupac, nigga, as long as I'm living, I felt like I wouldn't be able to sleep with myself, knowing the person that this nigga is, knowing how he's interacted with me, knowing the game that he's gave me, knowing that this nigga's mother is being disrespected, how much he loves his mother. Nigga, what's a tweet? What's a fucking Instagram post telling a nigga, we gonna fuck you up when we see you for that, period. It was nothing more to it. Y'all just jumped on it. The blog, nigga, I wasn't expecting nothing because the niggas who should have did it didn't do it. Right. So, fuck, I said it. And Funkmaster Flex is a fucking radio personality. He's doing what the fuck he's supposed to do. What does Wendy Williams do? Stir shit. Most of it ain't true, but they need ratings. I get it. We still gonna fuck him up when we catch him outside of his security, which is extra hard, or outside of a radio station that's like running in a fucking bank. You can't do it. But Flex, he's gonna get fucked up. But Wack, he's running around LA, running his mouth. And there's a lot of Tupac fans.
Right.
You feel me? It's a lot of Tupac fans. Now, let's make this clear. I don't want to see the nigga lose his life over this. I'm a Muslim. I don't want to see the nigga lose his life, but he can't get severely fucked up within some inches of his life. Right. Just for a severe tongue lashing. I don't want to see nobody lose their life. But every man should stay in their place, man. And that nigga didn't even know Tupac, man. You feel me? So whoever giving him a platform, just like any other nigga that I know, it didn't have to be Tupac, brother. It could have been any other nigga that I fuck with. And they dead and gone, and a nigga talking about their mama or something. If I still got some fight in me, what were we friends for?
Right, right. And that kind of leads into another question I was going to ask, as far as, like, people, nowadays I don't understand, like, how some people are raised. You know, I consistently hear some people under my comments sometimes say, well, if what Wack is saying as far as this whole Tupac not being a gangster, talking about his finances, blah, 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 if this stuff is true, what's wrong with him saying that? Like, what's your thought?
Okay, ask me straight up. I don't even know what this nigga's saying. But first off, let me get to this. I don't know when a conversation would come up to where I give a fuck what Biggie Smalls died with when he died. I don't know if a conversation would come up where a nigga could get me on the internet talking about another man's finances, dead or alive. That's suspect to me. All that shit leads to homosexuality to me, brother. All that. Being infatuated with another man. Before we get to the truth or not, yeah, I'm going to answer all that. But all this shit is leading to homosexuality. I have nothing against the gays. What I have something against is the booty bandit who used their infatuation with another man and used their platform to let out their frustration. I don't know what the nigga Pop done to this nigga Wack. I don't know. He has something personally against a nigga that he doesn't even know, brother. He didn't know this man, bro. We talking about a nigga who did not know another person, and you got niggas who actually knew him defending this nigga. Why? Because he has a platform. If this would have just been any other nigga that's following me or following whoever, nobody wouldn't have paid attention to him. But it's the fact that this nigga's saying that he's the game's manager. It's the fact that this nigga is running around here smutting a nigga who's being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, a black man. A black man. This nigga don't have no morals, bro. So you mean to tell me you don't believe that there's agents in hip-hop?
I definitely hear that.
You don't believe that there's federal agents in hip-hop implanted in the black community? You don't believe that these motherfuckers have an agenda? You don't believe that the people that they sending in could dance like the kids? One of them's a gangbanger. The other nigga sell weed. What is this nigga doing this shit for? And who's condoning it? Period, point blank.
Right.
And let's make this shit a known fact. Nigga, my kids answer to me, bro. I run my program in my household. I got my own crew. Everybody get paid. We ain't all gotta be Crips. Some niggas blood, some niggas Crips, some niggas Mexicans, some motherfuckers is Chinese, you know, Samoan, Indonesian, you know, Hawaiian. Filipino, black, nigga, we get down under one umbrella. You feel me? And ain't no motherfucking shot caller.
Right.
It's the voice of reasoning. Whatever is right, that's what we going with. It is no fear in no man. I don't fear no man, bro. And ain't no nigga gonna tell me that I'm wrong for speaking on this shit when it's about a nigga that I give a fuck about, nigga that done shit for me personally, beyond the rap shit, regardless if his name was Tupac Shakur, his mother, when the scar happened in the back of my head in Atlanta, niggas fucked me up in the club that night, hit me in the head with a gun for disrespecting Tupac. Actually, it was a nigga from Wack100, nigga named Big Bull from 2 P's in the B.
DocHicksTv.
Me and J.O. Felony had a show one night. This nigga Bull's girl and them invite me back to their house. Me and my nigga Kato, he from Swan, a blood nigga. Feel me? My cousin. We go back to the nigga house from 2 P's in the B. It's the nigga there disrespecting Tupac. Drunk. I knocked the nigga out. They take me to jail for assault with great bodily harm. The bitches, who is Bull's girl, he send the bitches over there to the nigga house who snitched on me. They arrest the bitches. Bull girl got 2 stripes. They trying to get his bitch life. Was at the time. Now we all on the motherfucking Grey Goose, going to court together. You feel me? For months. Motherfuckers damn near finna give their life. And this nigga come talking about some 2 P's that he's a G. He don't even know how I'm connected. This nigga's a faggot. He's a fraud, bro. This is why I'm not taking him serious. Nigga, I'm connected everywhere, bro. And it ain't got nothing to do with no gangbanging shit or no caution shit. It's because I'm a solid young nigga, and I've always been about my fucking money in these streets without no fucking pass. Nobody to tell me go. Oh, none of that. And everybody hood getting my fucking money, bro. And niggas respect that. Getting my money. That's why Pac fuck with me. That's why Cube fuck with me. You don't know a nigga that's a young nigga that's getting deals from all the greats, and they fuck with you because you solid. Because you solid. And I'm going to continue being solid, whether they dead or gone, because they looked out for me. And a nigga named Wack100, Wack300, I don't give a fuck who it is, bro.
Right.
Because I'm solid.
So
I got to do that, nigga, because I got to go to sleep with me at the end of the motherfucking day, regardless of who like it. Feel me? Regardless who you with or how many times you scream out Pyro or Crip or whatever. Nigga, it's whatever.
Right. So were you
that's
actually...
some old Mark shit anyway, my nigga. We 40-something years old. I know I just turned 40. I look young, but I just turned 40. So I'll be goddamn by the time I'm 40, if I ain't figured it out, nigga, to be the king of my own motherfucking universe and you still running around screaming what you associated with, that's some peon shit, my nigga. Regardless what we did when we was 16. Yeah, 15. We gonna still be associated with it. But nigga, I'm a millionaire now. Think I give a fuck about that? You know how many guns I could buy and put in a nigga hands with $30,000 and pay them all?
Right.
That's a weekend in Vegas. And niggas from your hood don't love you like that. But when you making moves, nigga, you playing with the wrong nigga. Straight up. And you talking too much. You too loud. Straight up. We don't need that in L.A. We don't need that. We can't get no money like that. We don't need niggas thinking they got to check in and they got to be scared of some certain niggas. You too loud. We don't need that. I'm speaking up against that. This nigga's a clown.
You think he's trying to, like, fill in where Suge left off or something like that?
Man, I think the nigga's the police.
And just coming into the hip-hop community to try to stir shit up.
I think he's the police, or they paid him to do something, or he's connected to something that we would find as intel that we don't trust. He's something. Even if it's just some ignorant-ass niggas sitting in a coffee shop with a plan. We don't need it.
Right, right.
We don't need it.
Did you find it disturbing that... And when I say this, because I'm looking from the outside looking in from Detroit, you know what I mean, at the situation. So you would know more than I would, or possibly any of my fans that's outside of the LA area. Did you find it disturbing that when Treach was like, okay, I'm gonna fly out there, that's what like kind of prompted you to say, well, we, as of people out here, we need to clean up our own backyard. The niggas shouldn't be flying out here to deal with something we should clean up. Like, what was your thoughts on Treach coming out?
Nah. I didn't even know nothing about Treach. You know what I mean? Flying out here. My thoughts was on my nigga Spice One, Chico. You know what I mean? That's my partner. I know the nigga. He's talking about getting on a plane and going to fuck up Funk Flex, which he's a crazy nigga. He will do that. He will get on a plane and go fuck his life up to go fuck this DJ up because he love Pac like that. That's his nigga. You feel me?
Right.
But I'm trying to revert the attention on fuck hopping on the plane and running up in this motherfucking radio station where we all gonna end up on Rikers Island, which is a mission that's impossible. Let's handle some realistic shit. Some nigga that's dissing the Feeny talking about, you know, whatever. Well, I don't want to repeat what the nigga said.
Right.
But he said some old way out shit, which, in my mind, you know what I mean, that needs to be handled before we go throwing rocks at Wendy Williams or a radio personality. This nigga right here, you know, is in these streets, and he's connected to some shit to where motherfuckers gonna listen. And 3, he's on the West Coast. So motherfuckers that's disrespecting Tupac on the West Coast. He's about to be inducted. You know what I mean? The movie coming out, and all of a sudden, this nigga start just, I mean, you don't smell a rat? That sound like some police shit to me.
Yeah, some ain't right about it.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, some ain't right about it. You know, just like you said, at 20 years later, with all this going on, you would think like, okay, this situation must be really touching a nerve, especially to hear you say, you know, this is the individual that was not around during that time or personally know this person. You know, like, why do you have so much an issue to take it to a public platform to, you know, to downgrade this man's legacy, you know, and you don't...
Here's the thing that I'm fucked up about. This nigga Game has a tattoo of Pac on his arm.
Right, and it's supposed to be his manager.
What is that all about?
Right.
What's that all about?
I don't know.
Game had his manager before Wack was Jimmy Henchman. What's that about?
Yeah.
See, this is a lot of shit, you know what I mean? And I have nothing against Game. Because I don't know this nigga. You know what I mean? I ain't never met him a day in my life. So I can't hate a nigga I ain't meet. I like the nigga music. I just had listen, me and Game would never we wouldn't have had a problem if I wasn't being loyal in the first place to a situation. I ain't never had nothing to do with this nigga. I ain't never been in the same room with this nigga. But whatever happened, which I wasn't there, right or wrong, between him and Yuckmouth, at the time, you know what I mean? We on some regime shit. So I'm being loyal to my team because that's what it is. But see, sometimes your loyalty will get you killed when you loyal to the wrong nigga.
DocHicksTv.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And with that being said, you know, if this nigga wasn't connected to Game, nobody would give a fuck about him. Feel me?
Right.
Nobody would give a fuck about this nigga. I don't know where he came from. I thought the nigga was a security guard.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then the nigga was a truck driver. That's fine. But niggas, don't take that platform of hanging around some niggas with this man tattooed on his arm. This nigga got, you know, I don't know what happened with Pac and Jimmy Henchman. I don't know. All I know is what Pac told me. You know what I mean? That's all I know is the stories he told me. And you ain't hear me fucking make no fucking Jimmy Henchman diss or no, you know what I mean? It wasn't about that because, you know, that shit was in the wash. But this shit right now, he shouldn't be talking about this man and his family, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? And whoever condoning that shit and can sit around this nigga and laugh with this nigga about it, they need they face spinning too. Regardless who it is, my nigga.
So with your ear to the curb out there, is it anything factual about did Treach and them ever meet up, or whoever the Booyah Boys, the tribe or something? Is that situation true or false, or is that just all rumors and hearsay?
Man, I don't know. You feel me? The Booyah tribe, them some serious niggas out here. Again, my peoples. You know what I mean? And if they not talking about it, we shouldn't be talking about it. You feel me? Like, niggas, that's the thing that I'm saying. Niggas pretty much mind their business out here, bro, when you a serious motherfucker. And I know Wack, he's around some serious motherfuckers because I know him. And I don't understand how this nigga still running his mouth. And niggas ain't put a silence to that nigga because it's not like he's speaking on some shit that's facts. First off, let's get to that. With everything that Wack is saying, that nigga, it ain't true. It ain't true, bro. It ain't true. You know what I mean?
Can you break that down a little bit? Like,
saying,
yeah.
Okay, when he said that Pac, they didn't shoot him, he shot himself. That's a fucking lie. He was shot more than one time. You think a nigga gonna shoot himself in the head? Stupid ass nigga. For number two, you know what I mean? Amount of money that Pac died with. Nigga, how much money you got, Doc?
Just a couple dollars.
How much, though? You gonna tell me specifically, nigga?
No. I don't tell.
All right, then.
Yeah.
So how in the fuck would niggas know? You think Afeni was like, yeah, man, listen. Whatever Afeni said at the time when she said it was to persuade motherfuckers to push the bag. She was suing people that was holding up his money. And just as I told niggas, listen, go get on this nigga page and get on this head. Pac got millions and millions and millions and millions of fans who were fucking way more fans than, with all due respect, Beyonce, Taylor Swift, and Gaga put together around the planet. Man, Pac could have started a thug religion if he wanted to, man. This is what we talking about. My loyalty to this nigga is not in comparison to Allah, but I know by knowing him that this nigga was something special. He wasn't like us, my nigga. You feel me? Like this. It was different. The energy with Tupac was different. You know what I mean? And it makes sense that he wasn't gonna be with us now forever. I get it now, because this nigga was something special. It was different. So for me to live that and experience that, you know what I mean? I ain't never said that before. But for a common, random nigga that's just doing any and everything, nobody ass nigga who's just loud, and obviously, because he's not smart, the nigga was smart, he wouldn't have been doing all of this or saying all of this. So let's take intelligence out of this. So the only way for you to get aligned with a situation past that is fear. And this nigga is a mark. He talks loud, you knock stitches out, and all that hand-to-hand combat shit, all that shit. Listen, bro, that's when a nigga playing fair. Nigga, I'm keeping my job, so ain't no playing fair. Nigga, fuck with me, I'm just gonna turn my back on you, and we know what that means.
Right.
Fuck, nigga, I'm not gonna give a nigga a chance to win. No, you get no chance to win. Because I already played that game. Nigga, that's how I got to this level. The fuck? Nigga, don't get out in the street. You can't touch me, nigga. You touch my face, everybody got to go then.
Right.
You can't touch me. And that's where niggas is playing this dumbass game. When they stop playing these games, then niggas like him wouldn't even be relevant.
Right. Do you think, as far as, from your perspective, as far as just you, not, you know, speaking to nobody else, is there anything that you think could happen that could, you know, create like a positive resolution for this situation between your specific beef with him? Or, you know, a conversation, a talk?
That nigga, Doc, I don't have a beef with that nigga. Let me make that clear. Mm. That shit, you know what I mean? I'm not walking around here with Wack on my mind, my nigga. I'm getting money. And I don't got to link myself with another rapper to do it. I don't got to manage a nigga. I ain't got to suck no dick. I'm not bending over. I'm not a yes man. I don't got an answer to a motherfucker. You feel me? So I'm not in the game how he's in the game. He's not even in the game. That's what I'm saying. Who's validating this nigga? You feel me? And that's who the fuck I need to holler at. Because, you know what I mean? If you in the game and you got a platform and you letting motherfuckers like this, man, you fucking it up for the rest of us. So a nigga needs to start with the problem. It's not Wack is the problem. The problem is whoever the scary-ass nigga that let this nigga in the door. He's the problem. You know what I mean? Because we'll continue having these problems. It's a million niggas that now want to be Wack100 and get their little 15 minutes of fame. It's a million niggas now chiming in for this little bullshit. Nobody's selling records. You know what I mean? Niggas is crazy.
Right.
Niggas is crazy. Niggas is crazy, man.
So
and niggas is willing to sell their soul, bro, for a fucking cheeseburger. Okay. That's what this shit is about. Niggas is lining up to sell their soul, to get in line with some shit that, you know what I mean, has an expiration date on it if they keep fucking with the right nigga.
This is something that popped into my mind as we've been talking, because I think it was last night I ran across an interview. I guess people been on Benny Boom. I don't know if I know you know who Benny Boom is, but people been asking him, you know, is he like, did he like give Wack or any of them like a check to, you know, to do what he doing? You know what I'm saying? He like, no, he confronted Wack multiple times. Do you think it possibly could have been a connection there between them doing this just to raise awareness for the movie, even though it's in a negative light?
I mean, absolutely. Everything's a possibility. And why I say everything's a possibility is because now it's a circus, bro. Pac ain't here. Afeni's not here. You know what I mean? Castro's not involved with the movie. And I'm talking about Pac's DNA.
Right.
Ain't nobody with Pac's DNA involved with the movie. Why is that?
Right.
They was a real close family. They all get along. They ain't never beef with each other. Pac loved his family. So everything's a possibility. You know what I mean? And there's so many snakes and sidewinders who have nothing to do, who didn't even know this man, who's now somehow involved with this shit. You know what I mean? And the people who really loved him and fucked with him ain't. You know what I mean? The newest motherfuckers have become the first motherfuckers.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they shit just crazy, man. Shit crazy. You know what I mean? And you know, you can learn a lot from this shit. You know what I mean? If you just sit down and pay attention, because it's right there. It's right there. You know what I mean? It's written right there for you. You know what I mean? A motherfucker rewrote history for us. And you know, at the end, being a black man is being whittled down to nothing. And now they got all the people that don't look like us, they sitting back laughing while we fighting over his legacy, which has been whittled down by all this little shit and the crumbs. You feel me? They got motherfuckers that go against his own mother. His own mother.
Right. For
money, bro. For money. And still got the nerve to... Shit just is crazy, man. And motherfuckers really got to get their priorities together. But I would say this, though. If this is who they are now, this is who they were back then.
Right.
And that's what's sad. You know what I mean? Because this nigga was a loyal dude, bro. Took care of a lot of people. And he's still taking care of a lot of people to this day. But in actuality, they're not being loyal to him.
Right. And that was the last question I was going to ask you was, and I guess everything is just perspective based, but do you think there is an actual reason why the people, besides yourself, because you are standing up, but the people that were close or even closer than yourself that's not really standing up, like it's people that when all this is going on, like the fans from the outside looking in automatically wonder, like, okay, why is ABC and them not speaking up? You know what I mean? Do you think
why Noble and Edie didn't say nothing?
Noble, Edie, Snoop, you know what I mean, or anybody like
man, I don't know, you know what I mean? Snoop is running his own program, you know what I mean? It's a lot of reasons why Snoop may not have said nothing. And And then again, Snoop's the type of motherfucker, maybe he did say something.
DocHicksTv.
You know what I mean? Because I know the nigga, he ain't no bitch. Maybe he did. But he's got the resources to get right at Wack. And, you know, send a message right to him. I don't. You feel me?
Right.
So, I'm getting at the nigga in the best way I can, plus trying to embarrass this nigga like he's trying to embarrass my homie on a social media platform so the world could see. From a nigga who actually was in the thick of this shit. From start to finish. You know what I mean? Actually there. And I don't know this nigga. Never seen him. Feel me? I was at K&M, nigga, from sun up to sundown. I seen that whole album get made. Feel me?
Right.
So, point is, who gave this nigga, again, let's go back to the platform, bro. You talking about a nigga that don't rap, don't do beats, don't do nothing, but talk loud and say on Pyru 100 times in every sentence. Now, if you're not from Los Angeles, which the outlaw niggas, they not from out here, bro. They're from Jersey and New York. Still don't give them an excuse. I'm just telling you why I think that they didn't say nothing. Because this nigga, a street nigga, feel me? That fuck with the game. Niggas is out here chilling. They ain't got a care in the world. Feel me? But once niggas say something, now niggas got to start moving different. Now, and you know, I don't know if niggas is moving like that right now. Feel me? Niggas, I don't know what they crew looking like right now. I don't know how niggas is moving. I think niggas is just on some peace shit right now. Whatever. But even if, I still would have said something to this nigga if I was directly involved, especially getting some money off the movie right now. And this is why No chimed in to my page, because he thought I was talking about him. I wasn't. But since he chimed in, you know what I mean, and I was trying to be politically correct on my social media, you know, this is the uncut version of that. No, I wasn't fucking talking to them. But obviously somebody felt some guilt because he know what the fuck he's supposed to have been doing. I don't give a fuck what excuse nigga has, nigga. Right. Pac would have been furious. There is no excuse. I've never heard this nigga say, don't worry about that shit, nigga. Fuck what Chino XL saying. Chino XL was not selling no fucking records when Pac addressed him. Let's just go back there. That nigga he sucked. Pac was selling millions of records and basically brought the nigga back from the dead by saying his name. But it wasn't about Chino XL. It was about because this nigga said something about him and he had a platform. He didn't give a fuck how big it was at the time. Nigga, I'm throwing you in this shit because I heard what you said, you bitch. I don't care if you a battle rapper. Here you go. So sometimes what I'm saying is the politics have to be thrown out the window for the principle of the situation.
Right. Right.
And for the betterment of the... And Los Angeles right now, nigga, we on an uprise. You see these little niggas coming out of Los Angeles, nigga? Kendrick got the crown.
Mm-hmm.
You know, AD. You know, BG Perico. All these young niggas, my nigga Nipsey Hussle. And Nipsey's over the hump now. He's not a new nigga no more. That nigga's rich. He's opening businesses. That nigga's rich. So niggas could, you know, and he did it independently. Young niggas though. Nigga don't need all the hoopla, bruh. You feel me? And I feel like LA will be right back to where we was years ago. All beefing with each other. Niggas mad. Everything relating to us not getting no fucking money.
Right.
So I feel like one nigga could shut his fucking mouth. We ain't gonna sue the riot no more. We could all eat. We could all go to the clubs without our pistols and without killing each other. You feel me?
Right.
Shit that really goes on out here, that one nigga with this one situation is so many situations that could transpire because this nigga want to talk on his live stream in the back of his motherfucking 18-wheeler truck while he taking a break. Get the fuck out of here, man. Who gave this nigga a platform? Are you serious? Talking about he make $1 million and some change a year. Who's the nigga that believes that? I could count. Any nigga that's making $1 million, they not driving no more.
Right.
Dummy. But that's, again, I mind my business, bro. And niggas that even talk that much and on some loud shit and just want niggas to know what they doing and where they from and rah, man, at this level, everybody knows that is not tolerated. So I'm like, either I don't believe it or some niggas don't deserve to be at this level because they really, you know, on some dumb shit. Niggas, we're not checking in with the white folks no more, but some niggas still checking in with the white folks. Some niggas not on their independent hustle 1,000%. So to have an agenda on some nigga shit like this, and I'm Muslim, speaking in all of, you know, of being righteous, I looked at it from every angle, even from his angle, even how hard that was, and I couldn't come up with anything that was close to being reasonable or why they would have any explanation to come to this conclusion to talk about Tupac like this at this time, but being some sort of police agency with an agenda of some sort.
Right. Now, after this particular song, Face on a T-shirt, is there any other music that we can expect either specifically tied to this situation or not that people can look out for?
Man, I feel like, honestly, now that I know more about this nigga, you know what I mean, and you know, all this shit has came out now, I don't give a fuck who he hang with, you know what I mean? Mm. I validated the nigga at one point because he had a platform to speak. But now it's obvious this nigga's not on my level, bro. I'm a real player, bro. I was raised by some real players. You from Los Angeles, my family is synonymous for generations. That's another reason why a nigga can't touch me. Feel me? You can't touch me. And if I was wrong, bro, or if I was out here out of pocket, believe me, one of my uncles, cousins would have tapped me on the shoulder and put me on timeout. That's how we get down. In my own family. Like, hold on. Feel me? Right. So, I don't understand how, you know what I mean, this nigga is running around with ghetto impunity, and he's supposed to be connected to some well-groomed shit. That's my question. And if anybody can answer that question for me,
DocHicksTv.
You know what I mean, that would make my day going into Ramadan in a few days, and you know, and I can leave this shit alone. But that's what I'm really focused on right now. We about to go into Ramadan. You feel me? I'm happy that this happened before. Feel me? Because a nigga not trying to have no distractions, especially none that don't have any premise or purpose to it like this. You know what I mean?
Right.
So no more music. You know what I mean? Unless it's something that can make me a shitload of money. You feel me? And I'll do the shit only because I want to make the money. But the feeling is gone. This nigga's a clown. You know what I mean? I said what I said. I can't argue with a nigga that's beneath me. I can't argue with, you know, an imbecile. You feel me? And I think that I'm a pretty smart guy. So, no, I can't. I wouldn't respond to that nigga no more. I'll fuck him up or have him fucked up. You know what I mean? On sight, just for disrespecting Pac. And just to cut this short, what I think will resolve this shit, man, is for the nigga to just come out and apologize. Feel me? Him to Pac. Because him, and not because he has a right not to like Pac music. He didn't know him as a person, so for him not to like him as a person would be kind of gay. But for him not to like his music, he can get that off. But to disrespect his legacy and talk all that shit about his mom and to be a LA nigga, he's wired wrong. LA niggas ain't wired like that, bro. There's no nigga in LA that Pac didn't personally slap on or some shit that's gonna tell you that they didn't like Tupac or nigga. That nigga's wired wrong, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And just, if you know, I'm sure you've been out here, bro. Doc, he's wired wrong. It's just shocking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's crazy, man.
Well, for sure. Wow.
Even his artist got a picture, a tattoo, a picture of Pac, a tattoo of Pac on his arm. I don't even got a picture, a tattoo of Pac on my arm.
Right. It makes no sense at the end of the day. You know what I mean? It's odd, man. It's crazy. I hope at the end of the day that, like you said, you know, he stops what he's doing, and I guess whatever happened out of the situation happened. I hope it could be a peaceful resolution. I hope that nigga just ride off in the sunset on one of them trucks. Game stops fucking with this nigga because he's making him look bad. Yeah.
Or, you know, regardless of how much money the kid got, or you know, or how big his ego is, or how much he's not really seeing this shit, it's making him look bad. And you know what I mean? Yeah. I don't hate the nigga. You feel me? I don't hate the nigga at all. I want to see the nigga eat. But just not when it's bringing a reputation to the city like he don't give a fuck and it's tarnishing something that's so sacred. Like, you got to care about that. Even if you care about the culture of hip-hop in general, you can't let that happen, man. That's wrong. You know what I mean? So that's what I would want to see happen. The nigga loses association of that platform to even say some ignorant shit like this again.
Right.
And be backed by, you know, a camp that's a foundation in hip-hop. Like, now the game, he's, you know, this nigga's a part of the hip-hop. He's a part of hip-hop history. So I would hate for him to be connected to some so weird and some so childish, because there's no reason for this.
DocHicksTv. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, definitely, man. I greatly appreciate all the insight and knowledge that you spit in this interview, man. If it's ever any time that you ever want to, you know, got anything else that you want to get off your chest or let know, you know what I'm saying, the platform is always available, bro.
Man, I appreciate y'all. DocHicksTv, man. This your nigga Gonzoe, man. I'm signing off, nigga. Caution, guys.